This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 547.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordFence. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. We have two next weekend. We have WordCamp Cebu, which is in the Philippines. It's on August 24th. And also WordCamp Lira, I believe that's how you say it. It's in Uganda, I believe. Also August 24th. So two one-day camps coming up. Double checking on that Lira one. Yes, it looks like it's in Uganda. It's the first WordCamp of Northern Uganda, per the website. That's pretty cool. So congratulations to them. So go if you're in the area. All right, moving on. Segment one in the news. A handful of things to talk about here. First and foremost, I'm a fan of this service, InstaWP. They put in an announcement. They now offer multisite. It's part of their managed hosting offer. And I just want to mention this. It's just a magical service. It really is. It's just amazing how fast you can spin up a site real quick. But now in their managed services, you can also now leverage the new capability of multi-site WordPress. It's pretty cool. So check that out if you want to. Also in the news, WordFence has a updated bug bounty superhero challenge. Now you can earn up to $31,200 per vulnerability. Pretty cool stuff there. It's through October 14th. Link in the show notes about that if you are a bug chaser and want to make some money doing that. I don't have that skill set. I wish I did. I'm always fascinated by people who can do that. I mean, I've found bugs, but nothing at the level of vulnerabilities that are going to take down a site or let someone do something malicious. But if you are that person and you want to make $30,000, there you go. Check it out. Link in the show notes. Also in the news, so this one is WP Watercolor. Jason Tucker announced that they have ended that run. It's a podcast and a whole series of different shows under the WP Watercolor brand, if you will. He did a Facebook post last week. After 12 years, he's shutting it down. Things have changed for him and the people behind the show as well. So thanks for 12 years, Jason. It's pretty cool. I remember I was on it years ago, probably 7-8 years ago, handful of times with Jason Cosper, Say Reed, Steve Zangit used to be a regular there as well. So great group of people there. So moving on. So that's interesting. And so that's shutting down. On the opposite side of things that are coming back alive is that WPTavern is moving forward. A new writer has been announced as a freelancer. Yoslana is coming on board there, and she's already posted a handful of articles. Pretty cool stuff there as well. So congratulations to Yoslana. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. So there you go. Link in the show notes if you want to check that out as well. All right, moving on. Segment 2, meat potatoes of this week's episode. This week I'm talking about leads, specifically lead magnets in order to kind of get more leads. And because, in my opinion, there has been a resurgence and an uptick, if you will, in regards to people diving back into not only email marketing and doing email lists, but also, building that list and having people come to their webpage versus just using social media. So with that, what is a lead magnet? Well, simply stated, a lead magnet is a valuable resource or an incentive that you can offer your audience in exchange for their contact information, typically their email address. That's pretty much it, right? Give me something, your email address, I give you something, right? And the goal, of course, is to attract potential customers and leads, nurture them into becoming loyal clients or subscribers, and paying you for something down the line, okay? Common examples, and I've talked about this in the past to some extent, would be like ebooks, a checklist, a template, a free trial of something, a webinar, maybe some exclusive content, etc. So you may be asking yourself, why are lead magnets still important? And are they? Why are they? And are they really still important? And the answer is yes. And I have a couple areas broken down too. First of all, the why, what makes a good lead magnet, and some best practices. We'll get to that in a second here, okay? So the why, it's pretty basic. It's building trust. By offering something of value for free, you're establishing trust with your audience. It shows that you're willing to provide value before you ask anything in return. It's just give. And it's like the old book Gary Vaynerchuk wrote, jab, 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 right hook. So same thing, give. And then eventually you'll ask for something in return. That's building trust. Number 2, growing your email list, because again, a lead magnet is one of the most effective ways to do this. It's a powerful tool, really is, for communication, marketing, building relationships. Having a lot of followers on social media is fine, but you don't own that engagement. They do. The Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the TikToks, etc. They have that list. You get to see who they are, but you have no way of really engaging with them directly per se. You can't export that list and bring it into yourself because they own that platform. Okay. Number 3, targeted audience. Now, the nature of your lead magnet can really help segment your audience. For example, and for instance, if someone downloads a guide on e-commerce best practices, it's likely they're interested in that niche, allowing you to do a more targeted follow-up. Pretty basic. Now, what makes a good lead magnet is a solid question, and I've looked around and I found 5 here that I believe will help you know what a good lead magnet is. Number 1, and these are, again, no specific order. Number 1 is specificity. It's a great lead magnet if it addresses a specific problem or need. The more targeted, the more likely it's going to resonate with your audience. Number 2, value-driven. It's got to offer real value to the user, whether it's actionable tips, a free tool, exclusive insight. The lead magnet really needs to provide something that the audience finds genuinely useful, truly useful here. Number 3, quick to consume. The best lead magnets are those that can be consumed quickly, like a checklist or a short video tutorial. People are very, very much more likely to engage with something that doesn't demand a large time commitment. Number 4, immediate gratification. Now, this is key. You want to deliver your lead magnet as soon as possible, instantly if possible. Once someone has provided their email address, the lead magnet should be available for their immediate download or access. You don't want to have them wait 2-3 days. It has to be much quicker than that. Number 5, the last one here is it needs to be aligned with your offer. Now, ensure that the lead magnet aligns with your offer, the core offering. For example, if you offer WordPress services, a lead magnet might be 10 quick fixes on common WordPress issues. That'd be a good fit, right? It has to align with what you offer as your profession in that industry itself. If you do WordPress agency work, but you offered the top 10 fixes on bicycle tires or a bike fix, makes no real sense, obviously, right? Okay. So there you go. Again, specificity, value-driven, quick to consume, immediate gratification, and align with your own personal offer of your company. Okay. Moving forward here, some best practices for creating and delivering these lead magnets. So I think there's 5 here as well. Okay. First and foremost, identify your audience pain points. Before you create the lead magnet, take the time to really understand what the challenge the audience has. Surveys, feedback forms, social media interactions can provide this valuable insight. Number 2, choose the right format. Different audience prefer different types of content. For someone who's tech savvy in that audience, an in-depth guide or video tutorial might work best. But for a busy professional or parents of young children, a quick checklist might be the more appealing approach here. Number 3, optimize the opt-in forms. The lead magnet is only as effective as your opt-in form. Ensure it's easy to fill out, mobile friendly, of course, and is placed strategically on your website. Number 4, deliver the email and confirmation page quickly. After someone subscribes, send that immediate email with the lead magnet. Also redirect them to a confirmation page, or kind of redirect them to a confirmation page where they could download it directly as well. This doubles as a way to say thank you and offer additional resources. Okay. And number 5, follow-up sequences. Now, because you don't want to let the engagement just end with the lead magnet, you get to now use this email sequence to follow up. You can use email sequences to follow up with them to provide more valuable content. You know they wanted A, well, maybe now you can do some more personalized recommendations, keeping the conversation going, which nurtures the lead, which will eventually, hopefully, get you a sale. So as I've said, lead magnets are a tried and true method, really, to grow the email list, build strong relationships with your audience. And of course, the ideation of this episode came from the fact that I'm using myself as a case study, if you will. I'm in the process of creating a lead magnet for my website over at runadam.run to help kind of grow my email list, and I want to offer a checklist. And I'm also trying to work a secondary list as well. And as I mentioned earlier, looking online, seeing what questions are being asked a lot. So I've been saving a lot of these questions in a couple other places that I'm a member of, a Facebook group and whatnot, and I'm culling all that together to kind of then create another type of, lead magnet to download that someone going to have. And here you go. Here's the top 50 questions or things that are asked about ultra running and whatnot. So like I said, they're a great way to grow the email list, build strong relationships, and eventually nurture into somebody who might want to pay you for your services or your skills or coaching or consulting, etc. I'm curious, do you have an email list? Do you have not just the email list, but do you have a lead magnet? If you do, does it work? Why not? Let me know. Let's talk. I'd love to talk to you about it as well. All right, moving on, segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This one is actually, it's a website, deepdreamgenerator.com. It's pretty cool. It's like, you type in, give it something you want, something created as far as a graphic. I just used it recently for a blog post over at runadam.run, and it's free, and I like it, so check it out. It's over at deepdreamgenerator.com. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use that speak pipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, you can become a Patreon. You can also buy me a coffee. Links on the website there. If you want to sponsor the show, there's a form you need to fill out. Do that. I'll get right back to you. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right. Bye-bye.